Hey Gemini, welcome to your November 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in here. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look here and let's see what's going on. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Let's see here. All right, not looking too bad here, Gemini. You did pull this Nine of Swords is in the position of the good stuff here. If you've been stressed out, worried, catastrophizing about the future, I think things will turn out better than you expect. You also have the Nine of Cups here as well in the position of the good stuff. So I feel like you'll be able to get to this. It's interesting. I'm picking up here. I just feel like there's been this nervousness here, Gemini. I think you're starting, you'll start to notice this feeling like things are a lot more calmer, like things calming down here. Yeah, this is a good read here for you. I feel like the readings I have been getting for you lately, Gemini, I think you've been going through some things. Let's see here. Now, I'm not saying for the rest of the month all your problems are going to be fixed, but there is just something here, and just things not being so messy here. Let's pull your oracle cards here, Gemini. Yeah, and in a way, I think it's been very difficult for you to listen to your intuition. You have this Mercury card. It says messages here. So Mercury does deal with messages. There could be messages here coming your way, especially if you've been looking for certain types of communication or answers here. I do see that. Mercury is also the intellect, though, our mind. And it deals with the way we think and the way we process information. And I'm almost picking up here, Gemini, like it almost has felt very difficult to even understand things. And it just almost has felt like one thing after the other. But Mercury, I feel like there's almost like it's like the gear is like starting to turn here. So it's like if things have felt stuck or just confusing, I pick up here like you're going to be able, through this mid-month read, I think you're going to be able to figure things out, because Mercury as well is like solutions and being able to understand things. So that's what I'm seeing happening here for you. And especially if you've been having a hard time like really putting things together, whether it's newer ideas or coming up with newer ideas or figuring things out, like I said, this is going to be to where it's like you start figuring things out and things start to come together here. This is actually a really good reading. I can't wait to jump into this. You have the Empress here in the future position, which is a planet, not a planet, well, it's Venus, which is a card of abundance and prosperity. But it's the abundance and the prosperity you get through whatever it is that you've been working on and creating, right? The Empress is about, okay, I'm starting this creation process. It's going to take work. It's going to take my time and attention, but it's going to be something that will be worth it. It's going to turn out prosperous, and that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I see here happening. It's already something you've already started and created, or that you've been working on, or that you've been trying to figure out. And I think the Empress is the positive result that's happening from the process here. You pulled this forgiveness card here. And I think, too, I do see, because you have the High Priestess here for the overall energy. I'm going to jump specifically into the tarot here in a moment. But with the High Priestess being the overall energy, I think you've been looking for that inner forgiveness when it comes to certain things, whether it's forgiving yourself or forgiving others. It's like you've been trying to really let go and dissolve certain experiences here, so that way they no longer have an effect on you. But I think that's been difficult. But I think this is where you're really able to really start dissolving those things and releasing those things. Let's see here. Shit. You pulled this closing door card. It says completion. I finally feel like a cycle here is finally closing out. Especially because you have the Wheel of Fortune here in your reading. But it's been difficult, it's been tough. It's almost like some type of karmic thing that you've been dealing with here, Gemini, some type of karmic pattern or karmic cycle. I think that's coming to it's completing. But I think it's interesting because this karmic cycle here that you're completing, it's like really about to expand things here for you. And you may be like, yeah, whatever. Well, I'm going to get into the reading. I'll show you why, but I think it's going to really help you. So let's get into your read. You have the Nine of Swords here in the position of the good stuff. You may be wondering like how the Nine of Swords is in the position of the good stuff. Well, it just is saying that the never-ending nightmare here that you've been in and that you've been stressed and overwhelmed by is now coming to an end. And I think here it's with the Mercury card right beside it. It's because you're now figuring out what to do, or you're getting answers or clarity here that's allowing for you to get unstuck from that nightmare. You have the High Priestess here for your overall energy for the rest of the month here. And I think this is really about really listening to your own intuition and letting the intuitive wisdom flow through you, like acting on your intuitive wisdom here. But also too, I think you're going to be able to understand things here better. I think you're going to be able to understand, and I feel like the timelines are about to open up here for you, especially because you have the Six of Swords here in the challenge. If you've been feeling like, okay, like I don't feel like the timelines that I'm looking for to be able to like the directions that I'm trying to go, it just feels like all the doors have been shut. I think this is where like there's going to be more timelines here starting to open up for you with this High Priestess. Because the High Priestess is like the seer, the mystic, the person that can see the past, present, and the future. You have the Nine of Cups here in the position of the good stuff here. So Nine of Cups is an energy of being content, happy, and being in a position to where you feel fulfilled. And you're not worrying and stressing here. I feel like it's one of the most abundant cards in the tarot. You have the Page of Pentacles here in your current energy at this time. I just see you being studious here, steadily applying yourself toward your goals, working on things here, putting in the effort. And I think it's going to pay off here for you with the Empress card in the future. Like you being able to really harvest here your hard work and the results, which increases your prosperity here and your abundance. We'll clarify that too. You have the Six of Swords in your challenge, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune as your advice here. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune as the advice is saying be open to change. Six of Swords really calls forth, it's the only Mercury card that you have here in the deck. It's Mercury and Aquarius, and you pulled the Mercury Oracle card here. So there is something here with Mercury, and then Mercury being in Aquarius. Aquarius deals with the ability to be eclectic, to examine everything, to explore everything. It's like, yes, you can have your skepticisms about things, but Aquarius is a sign that's willing to explore or examine things, or curious to check things out, and being open to innovation and change. And that's the Wheel of Fortune as your advice, like being open to trying different things here. Six of Swords in the challenge can feel you're stuck in the mud, like you've been stuck in the mud. And the Wheel of Fortune has the advice. It's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune is we can be in a cycle, like the wheel, right? This cycle, and it's like we're wanting different change, but it's like we have to like get off that cycle. We have to break that cycle and begin something new, or try something new, or take a chance on something new. You pulled the okay. I already went. Yeah, you have the Hierophant here in your position of the outcome here. There's going to be, some of you are going to come across a guide or a mentor here this month. Or someone here is going to point you in the right direction. And this could even be your own higher self too, with the High Priestess being the overall energy. It's like you could be really listening to your intuition, and it's guiding you here toward finding the right resources or finding the right information or knowledge here that helps you further the creation of your endeavors or further things here that you've been trying to do. We'll clarify that and get more on that. You do have the Lovers here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, and when it comes to love, I think whether you're single, you could be meeting someone here with this Lovers card, or if you're in a relationship here, you two can be coming more into alignment here, Gemini. But when it comes to your specific self with the Lovers here, I think this is you starting to spiritually get clear. Like there's a spiritual clearing here. Like if things have felt foggy, it's like things are about to get clear here. That shows you what your path is and what your purpose is here. Let's clarify your reading here, Gemini. Clarify the Nine of Swords here in the position of something, in the position of the good stuff. You pulled the Sphinx card. It says ancient wisdom here. I think the good stuff happening here is like you're now finding the knowledge or the information here that helps you get off this worry loop here. So something here is, because Nine of Swords is Gemini, and if you think about the ancient wisdom, the Sphinx, it's very much connected to the opposite sign of Gemini. And it's Gemini too, but it's Sag, right? It's like higher levels of education, learning. And Nine of Swords is we're stressed and we're worried because we're operating off of the information that we have. And the information that we have is what's causing us worry and stress. But it's not until we come across something here that gives us new information that allows us to be like, oh, okay, I understand. I know what to do. I don't need to worry or stress anymore. Clarify the High Priestess for your overall energy. You pull this Dog card. It says loyalty here. I think it's important to stay loyal to yourself. I know it's like, yeah, okay, well, okay, so like, you know, but it's like staying loyal to like your own, like keeping that connection to yourself and not giving away your power. But I think overall, this is about you really getting, like committing yourself to your own spiritual growth here. Clarify the Nine of Cups here. You pull this Globe card. It says totality here. Yeah, I get this feeling it's in the position of the good stuff. Things starting to feel more open again, not so like restricting and constricting. It's like there's this openness that I sense that you're going to be feeling, like this connectiveness. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in your current energy here. Yeah. You have this Leaf card. It says change here with this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're working right now. I see putting in the effort to make changes. It's like very simple, but I see that's what you're doing. Clarify these, like you're turning a new leaf, Gemini. Clarify the Six of Swords in your challenge. You pull this Lion card. It says temperament here. Clarify the Empress in the future. You pull this Moon card. It says influence here. I'm going to pull one more here. You pull this Scale card. It says balance here. I also feel like your overall well-being is going to improve here as well, especially if you've been feeling like things have been out of balance. But I think emotionally, with the Moon card and your inner self here, you becoming more happier with this Empress. Because it's pleasure here that you're going to be feeling again with the creationary process of things in your life and just things in general in your life. Like you just feeling more pleasure, more beauty, more harmony here. Clarify the Lovers in the position of something that you're unaware of. You pull this Hammer card. It says forge here. And I think this is what you need to be aware of is working. It's like dedicating yourself to your purpose here and working on that higher purpose that you have here in your life. And also too, when it comes to relationships, I feel like there's good things happening because of the persistence, or there's good things happening because it's like both people are wanting to work on something together here in the relationship. And if you're unaware of this is like what I feel Spirit is saying to do. It's like in your partnerships and your relationships, figure out a way how both of you two can come together and work on a higher goal that will benefit you both. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune as your advice. You pulled this Fish card. It says intuition here. I would definitely listen to your intuition. I see what this Lion temperament card and the Six of Swords is in your challenge. I think your challenge at this time is you could be overthinking the process here. Don't overthink things. Like the intuitive part that's coming through, especially with the High Priestess for your overall energy, like listen to that. Like listen to your intuition here. It's been trying to guide you for a long time. And I think you listen to it sometimes and sometimes you don't. But every time you do listen to it, it like shifts things. And I think the more you can like lean into that intuitive wisdom here that guides you, you'll have more luck if you want to say more luck with the Wheel of Fortune, but you'll have more fruitful results here. What is this? Clarify the Hierophant here in the outcome. You pull this House card, it says familiarity here. And you pull this Lantern card, it says illumination. So, illumination. Yeah, it's some of you, there could be maybe a new place here that you're finding toward the end of the month, or something about your home life, personal life. Like there's some type of there's more stability with it here. I think it's interesting, Gemini. I think you're going to be learning something, like learning from someone about how to really find that deeper sense of inner strength, but also how you can like emotionally create more joy and more harmony in your world. And this may not make sense right now. I think this is going to be someone who like you learn from here. And it doesn't have to be like you hire them as a coach or something. It could be, but it's more so like it probably makes no sense right now, but come back and let me know. But I think it's something to do with, yeah, because Pluto's coming into your 9th house. I just thought about that, Aquarius. And the 9th house is guides, teachers, learning, higher levels of education. So you could be learning here, or finding a guide or a mentor, or you could be that too, Gemini, for other people. But I think it's something that's going to really build and add on to your foundation of life. You pull this Jupiter card, it says abundance here. Yeah, and Jupiter's the teacher, and Mercury's the student. Here it goes again. But I think Jupiter is wisdom. Mercury is the ability to be able to understand that wisdom and use it. So I think that's something here that's happening. But even the Jupiter card alone, I think there's more abundance, and that's also the Empress here in the future position. You pulled this leadership card here, and you could be stepping into more of a leadership role here. I think you're being encouraged here to really lean on your leadership abilities here. And if you've made mistakes here in the past, forgive yourself. Like you're learning here. You pulled this Horn Cactus card. It says resourcefulness. I think Spirit's also saying to be resourceful as much as you can. But it doesn't feel like in a scarce way. It feels more so like just being smart with your resources and not wasting them on things. Our last card here, Gemini. You pulled this Polar Bear card. It says solitude, friendship, strength, resilience here. And the High Priestess here is the ability to tune into your inner world, and that does take solitude. So having time for yourself, Gemini, to have solitude, to be able to reflect, have introspection, and connect spiritually to your inner self, I think is really going to help you find strength and resilience and clarity here to help guide you in the right direction. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. I'm going to leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. Also hit the notification bell too, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your videos. Otherwise than that, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.